Alright, today we're diving into the embryology of the brain, which begins with three primary brain vesicles: the prosencephalon, also known as the forebrain, the mesencephalon, or midbrain, and the rhombencephalon, which is the hindbrain. These vesicles form early in development and later give rise to five key subdivisions as the brain matures, known as the secondary brain vesicles. Let's break it down. The prosencephalon, or forebrain, develops into two parts: the telencephalon and the diencephalon. The telencephalon forms the cerebral hemispheres, including part of the basal ganglia, and houses the lateral ventricles, which are fluid-filled spaces. Then we have the diencephalon, which develops into crucial structures like the thalamus, hypothalamus, subthalamus, and the pineal gland. It also includes the optic nerve and the retina, surrounding the third ventricle. Next, we have the mesencephalon, or midbrain. This one doesn't split further, but forms the midbrain itself, surrounding the cerebral aqueduct, a narrow passage through which cerebrospinal fluid flows. Lastly, the rhombencephalon, or hindbrain, splits into the metencephalon and the myelencephalon. The metencephalon forms the cerebellum and the pons, and it includes the rostral portion of the fourth ventricle. Meanwhile, the myelencephalon develops into the medulla oblongata and the caudal portion of the fourth ventricle. During brain development, neurons migrate from the ventricular zone to the cortical zone, especially between weeks 12 to 24 of gestation. This process leads to the folding of the cerebral cortex, essential for its complex functions. If something disrupts this process, it can result in lissencephaly, or smooth brain, where the brain lacks normal folds, or gyri. This typically occurs due to genetic mutations or intrauterine viral infections, like cytomegalovirus, CMV, during the first trimester. Clinically, lissencephaly often presents with microcephaly, ventriculomegaly, and craniofacial abnormalities. Neurologically, individuals may experience developmental delays, seizures, and muscle tone issues, such as dysphagia or muscle spasms. Here's a mnemonic to help remember the order of these brain vesicles. Tel di mesmet mai. This stands for the five secondary vesicles: telencephalon, diencephalon, mesencephalon, metencephalon, and myelencephalon. Alright, that's a wrap on the basics of brain embryology. If you found this helpful and want to dive deeper into neuroanatomy, don't forget to check out King of the Curve and download the app for more educational content.